Buffalo Bills. What would you like to play in that environment? All those crazy rap.
Bills Mafia fans, it was awesome. I came back to my days in Buffalo and how the community accepted me. Obviously felt the responsibility to try to help get that team back to the playoffs and those things, but I would say they're some of the best fans in the NFL because when we had opposing teams come there, we truly had a 12th man in our fans. You know, so on third downs, maybe playing that horn, the train, all that kind of stuff, it would definitely get you pumped up. So I'm going to try to make it for another game this year because I think we've got a Super Bowl team.
And what was it like to play from the crazy fans at Bill Campbell Stadium?
Similar to Buffalo, actually. I think just two fan bases that really care. And also two fan bases that understand football. I think Florida State was special for me because being a kid from Virginia, going to Florida, I felt like the reception was great. And I feel like that was home for me. It still is. I go there a couple times a year to visit, but the fan bases in Buffalo, also at Florida State, some of the best in college football and in the league.
And this is the year of quarterback, I think, in the ACC, since you have George Thomas returning to Florida State, you have Drake May from North Carolina, Tyler Van Dyke from Miami. So
Riley Leonard, that dude, Bill Jacovic at Pitt, it's a whole bunch of them. I agree.
Yeah, so do you think this is the year that someone from the ACC is going to win the Heisman?
That's a good question. Well, we know that the Heisman somewhat is a quarterback trophy, even though there's other positions that have a chance to win it as well, but it usually goes to a QB. I do think we have at least two, and the obvious ones are Drake May with the season that he had as a redshirt freshman last year, throwing for, I think, over 4,500 yards, rushing for a bunch of yards, and then Jordan Travis. And they're actually very similar players in the way that they play football, how they approach it. They're very cerebral, and they're great leaders. And I think that's something that doesn't necessarily have a tick in the stat sheet, but it goes a long way for the football team. So those two guys specifically. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's some others. Riley Leonard, as you mentioned, at Duke, I think he has a great opportunity if he can put together a good season again, along with some big wins. But the key with the Heisman, too, Adam, is you have to have that Heisman moment. Every team needs that big game late in the season where everybody's watching, not just the ACC, but the country's watching, and they can go out there and do their thing. So I think all of our quarterbacks have a good shot.
We said no one belongs to the ACC. We've never seen Florida State each other for the ACC championship, and you were a part of that historic property. Down the road, you think we will see Florida State, Miami, turn here in Charlotte, play for the ACC football?
I think there's 12 other schools that probably want to have something to say about that. I wouldn't be shocked if FSU and Miami make it to Charlotte in the championship, but Clemson's going to be great again. NC State's going to be competitive. Syracuse, Pitt. There's a bunch of different teams. Carolina. So again, I wouldn't be shocked, but that would be interesting. Which would be a rematch, right? They're obviously playing the regular season, but if they're able to play in that regular season game and then both of those teams make it to the ACC title game, it'd be awesome.
Yeah. One more thing. Talk about Damar Hamlin. Everything he went through. And now he returned, with the Buffalo Bills and. Talk about this story. So you understand what you've done.
First off, I would just say congratulations to Damar that he's back on the football field. Like, considering what happened to him and how tragic and terrible that was. Because I wore him in the 3 at Buffalo, so when I saw him go down, I felt the connection really, and I'm sure all of us sports fans and athletes felt that connection because. You never go onto the field thinking that something could happen like that to you. But I have a ton of respect for him. I have a ton of respect for the training staff there at Buffalo that were quick to respond and help him to revive his life. But I just wish him the best. And I think he's also doing a great job with his platform, giving back to the community and trying to bring awareness to something like that, cardiac arrest. So, very happy he's back on the field.
Willie J, thanks so much for joining me. And you can catch EJ all season long on the ACC Network as it goes. As we talked about one of the premier football conferences in the country. EJ, thanks so much for joining me.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thanks, I appreciate it. You're going to take my job, man.
Awesome.